Welcome back to the channel. Welcome if it's your first time. I'm Tampa J. Thanks for clicking on this video. Today, I'm leaving Tennessee, heading to Georgia, going to the Atlanta International Airport, boarding a Frontier Airlines flight to San Francisco. This has been planned since last November. I am going out there because this weekend I will spend a couple of days executing my plans, working on a top secret project. If you've been around for many years now, each year I fly out to California and I film and create filming locations videos, then and now filming locations videos to my favorite movies. Most recently, Terminator 2, Terminator, also Speed. Those are my most recent California ones. Oh, Dark Knight of the Scarecrow, TV movie, Halloween TV movie, just to give you an example. If you're new here, again, thank you for clicking on the video. I love to travel. I've been planning this trip since November, bought, paid for, planned, and I am so excited that today I am launching and heading towards a bunch of fun. I'm not going to tell you what exactly I'm filming, that's part of the surprise, but as I'm in San Francisco, I'm going to be making other vlogs that I will be putting out in the reel, typically the next day. So this is my journey to San Francisco. I'm all packed up over here and I'm about ready, here you go, to take care of business. Elvis, baby. Bought that sticker at Graceland. We're always taking care of business here on this channel. Right, Bella? I'll miss you. Bye-bye. See you later. Bye. There's much ahead. All right, I just loaded up in the car. I don't typically take a carry-on, but I'm going to be gone a while, so I need more room for my t-shirts, right? Also, this bag reminded me that Scaradise, formerly Spookala, is happening in Tampa Bay this weekend. Sad that I have to miss that. That's one of my favorites. I hope everyone has fun. I just so happened to book this before I knew Spookala, Scaradise, was going to be a thing this weekend. But I will return there. Hope you guys have fun. Goodbye, Leatherface. I'll miss you. I also said the same thing to Chris the girl. All right, guys, so it is 10:54. My flight does not leave until almost 7 o'clock tonight at Atlanta. I have 3.5 hours. If I were to drive straight there, it's 3.5 hours to the airport from here in East Tennessee. So I have plenty of time. I always like to give myself some breathing room. You never know what's going to happen. We've played planes, trains, and automobiles here on this channel before. You might remember my Las Vegas adventure. And in that video, I said I don't typically film my travel. And I said that I was going to try to do more of that. So here we go. Here's my travel day. And also, thanks for watching. I am going to try to keep my filming location project sealed. I'm trying not to spoil it. When that video drops, you'll know. And I'm not going to put that out until after I'm back from San Francisco. I spent a lot of time on these filming locations projects. I spend months on them. And sometimes I take 2 trips, like I did for Terminator 2. 2 trips to California last year. All right, we got the happy little trees. We've got Sheriff Andy's badge here from Mayberry. And we got my Graceland ticket. All right, correction. 3 hours, 45 minutes. I was 15 minutes off. That's all right. Gonna head through Atlanta before the traffic breaks out. That's the important thing. 232 miles to the airport. All right, I'm topping off my tank at my local Weigel's. Weigel's is like the Wawa of Tennessee. I also got some road beverages. Show the drinks, Jay. Okay, I'll show you my snacks. I always get the Liquid Death Cherry Obituary. Most of the time I buy 2 of these, but I only need 1 to get me to Atlanta. Also, I'm a little light on caffeine this morning. Jolt Cola. Actually, this is the root beer. They also have just Jolt Cola. This is a refreshed version of your I want to say, what was it, 80s Jolt? That's when it was a thing. Redcon 1 has recreated Jolt, and it's made it just a tad bit healthier. 0 sugar, 200 milligrams of caffeine. I'll just be sipping on this. Boosts mood, promotes... this is not a commercial. I'm just showing you my stuff here. And also, I got a fatty. Jerky. Meat stick. That's my lunch. Weigel's is my #1 stop as far as gas stations so far in Tennessee. I either get gas here, Food City, Sam's Club, or Buc-ee's. I guess I have a lot of options. The fuel around here has averaged $2.50 since we moved here, and I've paid almost down to $2 a gallon for it. Back in December, it got really low. All right. We have made it to Georgia at precisely 12:59, 1 o'clock, making good time. Good stop for a pit stop, the Welcome Center. We're glad Georgia's on your mind. Well, it is. This is where the airport is that I have to go to. Right inside the door. I actually walked around back. I've never come in this way. There's a nice picture of a waterfall. You know what I'm thinking right now? I've got to go. TMI. And we've got Jumanji, The Next Level, Remember the Titans, Hunger Games, Catching Fire, highlighting some of the movies that are created here in Georgia. We're doing great. Almost 2 o'clock. 50 miles, 1 hour and 3 minutes until I get to my long-term parking spot. And I, for once, brought one of the 5 neck pillows I bought. Always forgetting to bring one, buying one in the airport. I remembered one. I'm not buying one this time. All parked up. My airport shuttle has arrived. Just waiting for a few more folks to show up before we depart. So far, it's just I.
This is Ndambi, and you're listening to The Soul of Jazz with Jamal Ahmed on 91.9 WCLK.
All right, folks, we are finally getting somewhere. I just got dropped off right here. Gonna head into the terminal. It is almost 3:45. Actually, it's 3:42. My flight does not board until 6, so I got a couple hours. It's also Wednesday, although this is the busiest airport in the South. Let's see what it's like getting through TSA. All right, here we go. Departure's looking for Frontier. All right, so I'm heading to Terminal North. At some point, I will be getting some food. I typically don't eat before I fly, but because I'm flying so late, and I've only had that beef stick, got to get some food in my stomach. Something light, maybe like a salad. Check this out. This always reminds me of like a mall, like an 80s movie. They may have filmed a movie here. And because it's Black History Month, they have this set up here. Let's take a look. This right here is Patricia Clark Washington. She's a trailblazing pilot from Nassau, Bahamas, born on September 11th, 1961. She dreamed of flying when very few women, especially black women, worked in aviation. She began attending Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University in 1979, and in 1982 became the first black woman to graduate from the school with a degree in aeronautical science and a commercial pilot's license. That's amazing. Oh my gosh, they have a Smokey Bear exhibit right here in the airport right now. Smokey the Bear. Let's take a look at this. And there's a nice little timeline ahead of Smokey Bear. And in this case, we have Smokey Bear's art and impact. It says Rudy Wendelin was a USDA Forest Service artist tasked with bringing Smokey to life in posters, booklets, and public campaigns. Check out this painting right here. His skill as an illustrator gave Smokey a warmth and personality that made the character instantly relatable. Wendelin refined Smokey's features over decades, softening him from a stern forest ranger into a friendly, approachable figure who carried both authority and compassion. I would love to rock that Smokey Bear satchel right there. It'd be a good traveling case. The making of Smokey the Bear. Got a nice historic timeline here. We're starting in the 1940s all the way through the 1980s. There's And there he is. Rudolph Rudy Andres Michael Wendelin was born on February 27th, 1910 in Herndon, Kansas, and grew up in the nearby town of Liddell. Or it might be Ludel. He studied at the University of Kansas School of Architecture and at the art schools in Milwaukee, Wisconsin and Washington, D.C. This is a photo of Rudy in his drafting table in the 1930s. Smokey Bear was created to help prevent wartime wildfires, featuring characters from Disney's Bambi released the previous year. This 1943 poster was part of the USDA Forest Service and Ad Council's first fire prevention campaign. It does look a lot like Bambi. Walt Disney's Bambi, please mister, don't be careless, prevent forest fires, greater danger than ever, 1943. In 1946, Rudy Wendelin became Smokey Bear's official artist. I guess the first artist was Albert Stollies, and this is the original Smokey Bear poster in 1945. This was Rudy's first poster. Rudy Wendelin died on August 31st, 2000 at the age of 90, but his legacy lives on in Smokey the Bear. Thanks for listening. Only you can prevent forest fires. And there's one more case here, which leads to the giant statue I started with. We've got Smokey giving the volunteer firefighter a high five there, and check out all the wildlife. We've got a book down here. We've got another plushy bear, coloring book, some toys, and last but not least, check this out. Only you can help keep the dream alive. I like that one right there. That one's cool. I did not think I was going to see you today on my way to San Francisco, Smokey. That was cool. Cool to add to the video. You never know what we'll find. That's my favorite. It's all about the journey. And then right around the corner from Smokey, we're almost to TSA, we have some history. This is a helmet from Vietnam. This is one from World War I era. This would be 2003, the Iraqi War. We've got a flight jacket from World War II. That's amazing. Look at that. Jenny. And then this right here is a satchel from the Civil War. And here is an 1889 flag that flew over the American warships during the Spanish-American War. Here's a Navy life belt from World War II. There's a bugle from 1925, a telegraph key from 1864, Civil War. Imagine what that typed out. We've got another Army satchel here from 1898, Spanish-American War, and we have a walkie-talkie from 1960, which most likely was used in Vietnam. And we have boots. We got combat boots from World War II, military boots from 1870, desert boots from 2003, and look at this uniform. This is a New York militia officer's uniform from 1880. And these spurs right here, these might be the oldest things here. These are spurs from 1780 that were used in the Revolutionary War. If you're looking for this, it's right next to Smokey over here as you're entering the North Terminal, just around the corner from TGI Fridays. I got a little sidetrack there, got excited. I was kind of heading the wrong way. Now I'm heading to the right direction. Frontier is in the North Terminal. There's the iconic shot from the Jackson Street Bridge. I was just there on Friday. Got that spot in the video. Got the Marriott Marquis over here. I stayed in the Cortland Grand. When they took this, it would have been the Sheraton. I made it through TSA. About a 10-minute delay as my bag was going through the scanner. The system broke down. They had to reboot it. It took about 10 minutes. That's why we get here early. I got plenty of time still. Hurry.
Welcome aboard the plane train. Please hold on. This train is departing.
And here we are, Gate C. Looks like Southwest is also sharing this terminal. I get nervous. Wait, nice mosaic here. Look at this. So, I am an hour and a half, or I have an hour and a half before boarding. Whenever I get into my terminal, I always like to lay my eyes on my gate just in case something happened or if it got changed. I don't have time to check. Just want to make sure. Just have to put your eyes on the prize. We got pizza. We got Charlie's Philly Steaks. They got a Longhorn in here. Hey, they have great salad. Maybe I'll do a Longhorn. All right, on time, departure time 6:50. Flight number F9 1949. There it is, the plane, boss. The plane. So, my ticket out to San Francisco was just over $100 because I booked it forever ago. So I went ahead and upgraded to a big seat both ways for $100 each. So I'll be sitting up, I think, in row 2, flying comfortably. We're flying over 5 hours, so I decided to treat myself. Alright, so before I go pay for food, I am a member of Priority Pass lounges. The last time I came through Atlanta, I was in Terminal F because I flew Delta. That's what I typically fly. And I was able to get free food. There is no Priority Pass lounge in Terminal C, so I'll just pay for food. I got just over an hour. Okay, I may do this. Duff's Deli Market. They've got a bunch of salads and soups. They got matzo ball soup. They got brisket chili. Gonna do something light. Maybe I'll get a chili. No, that's probably not good before the flight. But this looks really fresh, so I'm just gonna grab one of the salads here. Also got Reuben's clubs, chicken salad, Josephine sprinkled PB&J. What's that? I typically go with unsweet tea, but they didn't have unsweet tea. I went with green tea. I might come back for a coffee and a New York black and white cookie. This place is pretty cool. And here's Mr. Duff right here. Hello, Duff. It's a pretty good sized salad. Big cardboard box full. It was $15.99. All fresh. I watched them slice up the avocado myself. Tell I was hungry. That is one of the best salads I've ever had. That was really good. I'll be coming back. Alright, so once I land in San Francisco, I've got to go pick up my rental car, and then I have, let's say, about a 30 to 40 minute drive to my hotel. Now this is my third time flying into San Francisco, but my first time actually staying there in that area since January 2018. All right, I walked down to the market, had to walk past one that was closed. Walked pretty far away from the terminal, or from my gate. Wanted to get some last minute stacks for the long trip, some gum, some water. Also, one more bathroom break, and we'll be boarding in like 20 minutes. Gotta hustle back. And they're selling FIFA World Cup merchandise in here, FIFA 2026. They've got soccer balls. They're deflated. They got hats. Of course, t-shirts. Official licensed merchandise for the World Cup. They even had cups at one point, but I don't see the cups. A World Cup, World Cup. World Cup cup. Oh, and why didn't I fly out of Knoxville to come to Atlanta? Well, again, back to planes, trains, and automobiles. I don't want to miss that connector flight. Plus, if I would have done that, add $400 more to this trip. It's expensive. I'll drive almost 4 hours to save a headache for a one-way flight and to save money. No problem. 4 hours to me is like an hour of driving to the average person. Okay, boarding group 1. I had about 20 minutes to kill. One of the first ones on the plane. Hope it's smooth. Right in 2C.
Please keep in mind that overhead bins are shared space. If you're carrying a large roller bag, place it in the overhead bin with the wheels or handles facing outward. We will be dimming the cabin lights for takeoff. There are additional reading lights located above your seat. Thank you.
You don't see that your phone says zero reminder.
To welcome you to San Francisco, where the local time is 9:26 p.m.
All right, hello San Francisco. Hey, we got Gardelli right off the bat. That was a very smooth flight. 5.5 hours. I'm tired. For me, it's almost 1 a.m. in the morning. I just realized I've got like an hour drive. Once I get my rental car, I'm gonna pass out as soon as I hit that hotel bed. Frontier was pretty smooth. I'm glad I expanded and got that seat. The seat next to me was vacant, so it was comfortable. No Wi-Fi, but they did announce Frontier will be putting Wi-Fi on their planes finally. What's that? That's cool. Frontier's gonna put Wi-Fi on their planes next year. Just have to get to the rental car center, and I pre-checked in on my rental car, so that should go pretty smooth. Oh, check it out, it's a Panda. That's fun. Hey Panda. Check this out, it's called Cafe X. This robot makes your order. Hello, Mr. Robot. Actually, coffee sounds good. I probably shouldn't have any caffeine. He can also provide donuts for you. The donuts are up there in boxes. Ooh, they have banana cold brew. That's cool. SFO. Made it. Gotta get a picture with this, right? We got a Lego store in here. Lego Pilot. Finally found the exit. This is always fun. Made it. Almost there. Alright, now I'm in San Francisco, right? Yeah, it says it right there. Welcome to San Francisco. Home of Super Bowl 60. Although, I'm a little too late. Maybe we'll see some pink ladies this weekend. All by myself. No, wait, there's someone down there. All right, rental car center is en route. Here comes the train. Now we can add the train to the mix. It's a monorail. Fun.
Sun Country, WestJet, and the USO.
Wait, I rode a train in Atlanta, didn't I? That seems like ages ago. All by myself.
Please hold on.
Oh, better hold on to my luggage. Here we go. Check out the ATC tower there.
Southwest, domestic United Airlines flights.
This is fun. Warp speed.
Please make sure you have all your personal belongings and watch your step as you exit the train. For passengers with carts and luggage, please use elevators.
Oh wow, right here. All right, I got my rental car. That was quick. I went right up to the counter. Took 2 minutes, walked down here. A little confusion on the car, but I got it. We're going. I think it's a Ford. It's time to escape. Tunnel. Oh man. All right, we're on the Golden Gate. You can't really see it. It's foggy. Cue the Rolling Stones. I feel like we're in an interview with a vampire. Is Tom Cruise in the back seat? If you know, you know. I just got creeped out. Hope he's not back there. You can't tell it, but we are on the Golden Gate Bridge right now at night. It's amazing. It's a foggy bridge night. Oh, there you go. You can see some of the ridge right there. Now entering the Robin Williams Tunnel. Tunnel! Alright, midnight in and out. Yes! I'm starving. So cool we have these back in Tennessee now. They just announced the other day that they are planning Knoxville In and Out coming soon. Probably next year we will have an In and Out in East Tennessee. For now it's double before I get to my hotel room. I might do some fries. Jackpot. Midnight In and Out. It's not the first time I've done this. It's not my first rodeo. Alright, I'm gonna eat this real quick. Also, check this. Check out this, man. I can't talk. I'm so tired. They gave me a boatload of fries. Thank you. Alright. That was a long day. 3 hours, 45 minutes to the airport. 5.5 hour flight. And then a little over an hour drive here, plus everything in between. I've been up for 18 hours. It is a little after 3 a.m. back home. It's 12:19. So yeah, I'm gonna end this video. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed my travel today. Stay tuned. We're about to have some fun. Thanks so much, guys. Hope you enjoyed my travel day. I don't always vlog my travel days, but just felt like doing it. It was exciting. And I need some sleep. I'm so tired. I don't know what to say. All right. Love you guys. Please give the video a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching. Sticking with me. Know you're awesome. Know you're loved. And no matter who you are, and no matter what you're going through, just know that there's always much ahead. I'll see you soon. We're going to do something exciting tomorrow. Hope to see you there. All right. I got to finish editing this video. Oh man, late night. I'm not done yet. But I got the extra large Diet Coke. Good night, everyone. Bye-bye.